are the kindest things I know.
Hello friends, today I am going to tell you about the gifts. We generally get the gifts on certain special occasions. Gifts we get on our birthdays, on wedding ceremonies, on Raksha Bandhan. So there are so many festivals on that day we get the gifts from our parents. So the gifts are a memorable part of our life because when we see at that gift, we remind that day and that special occasion. Just like this, there are some objects in our nature which give us only gifts. They do not accept gifts, but they give us a lot. And according to me, the gift givers are the trees. You might be wonder to listen this, but remember that trees give us a lot. The trees give us oxygen, so can we breathe. The trees, they give shelter to the birds. The trees provide us medicines, fruits. This way, the trees are the most important aspect of our life. If there will be no tree, the human beings will not survive on this earth. So the trees, the only object, he doesn't force anything to us. It takes whatever it gets from the nature. It takes the water from the rain. It breathes the air. It uses the part of the soil. It uses its own foliage or own leaves as the fertilizers. So in every way, the trees are beneficial to all of us. So we should know about the trees. Before going to the benevolence of the tree, let's learn about the parts of the tree. Here I have drawn a picture on the green board and I would like to show you the parts of the tree. The upper side of the tree is called as tree top. Then the branches, they give support to the leaves. The leaves are there. The flowers are there. The flowers give scent. They are used for the decoration. There are fruits which we used to eat. Other animals also used to eat. Then the trunk which support the tree. We use the trunk as for our houses to construct the houses. Then the roots, they are sometimes used for medicinal purposes. So in every way, the trees are just givers. They are not takers. They give us whatever they have without any kind of selfishness among them. So the trees are the best things for all of us. So here we are going to learn a poem about the tree. Before learning the poem, let's see the journey of the tree. Let me show it again. At first, the seed is sown into the soil. Then what happens? We provide water. Then we add manure or fertilizer to it. After some days, we see some small sprouts, tiny sprouts on the ground. We again take care of that sprouts. And what happens? After some days, we see some weeks or some months, we see a sapling, means a small plant. And after some months, after some years, that small sapling, that small plant turns into a very big tree. Here I have shown you the story of the tree from the beginning. Today we are going to learn about the poem. The name of the poem I have highlighted here, that is Trees Are the Kindest Things I Know. And the poet is Harry Bain. He has written that poem. Trees are the kindest things I know. The poet says that he knows that the kindest things on this earth are the trees, because they are the kindest things. They support, they give, they offer a lot to all of us. So here, let me read the poem. Trees are the kindest things I know. They do not harm, they simply grow and spread a shade for sleepy cows and gather birds among their boughs. They give us fruit in leaves above and wood to make our houses so, and leaves to burn on Halloween and in the spring new birds of green. They are the first when new days begun to touch the beams of morning sun. They are the last to hold the light when evening changes into night. And when a moon floats on the sky, they hum a drowsy lullaby. Our sleepy children long ago, trees are the kindest things I know. So let's see the poem, the paraphrase and summary of the poem. But before that, let me explain you some words that are new to all of us. The first word I would like to tell you that boughs. See, boughs means branches of the tree. Then another new word is given here, Halloween. Halloween is a festival in autumn observed in western countries. In autumn, the leaves of the trees, they are dried up and they fell on the ground. So the people in western countries, they collect all those leaves, dried leaves, and they burnt them. And this day, they expected that all the evil spirits, the ghost, they will run away from their locality. That is a kind of superstition, I know, but that is a festival. Again, next word is beams, means ray. The rays of the sun. The rays of the sun. Drowsy, drowsy means sleepy. Lullaby, you have learned that word in earlier standards. Lullaby means a soft, slow song to put children to sleep, and it generally it is sung by the mother. Now, let me try to tell you about the poem. Let's start with the first stanza of the poem. Trees are the kindest things I know. They do not harm, they simply grow. And spread a shade for sleepy cows and gather birds around among their boughs. The poet wants to say that the trees are the kindest things on this earth. There is no other anything on this earth which is kinder than the trees. So they are the kindest of all. They are totally harmless. They do not harm anyone. They do not injure anyone. They do not rob anything. They do not force anyone. They simply grow. They simply enjoy their growth. They do not disturb anyone. And spread a shade for sleepy cows when the trees grow. The cows, when they are tormented with the scorching heat of the sun, at that time they go nearby the tree and they sleep under the tree in the shade. So the shade provides a very soothing shelter for the sleepy cows. And also they provide their boughs to construct the nest for the birds. The birds construct the nest on their boughs. The tree do not disturb them or do not object anyone. Why these cows are sleeping in my shade, or why these birds are living among my boughs, it will not say anything. So the trees are the harmless thing. They do not harm anyone. Stanza number 2. They give us fruit in leaves above, and woods to make our houses of, and leaves to burn on Halloween, and in the spring new birds of green. The trees, they give us fruits. There are the leaves also, they grow on the tree. They help us to construct our houses. We use the coconut leaves while constructing our houses. We use the wood of the provided by the tree to build our houses. Sometimes in foreign countries, there are 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. In the autumn season, the people in the foreign countries, they burn the dried up leaves that have fallen under the tree. This way, they expect that they can drive away the evil spirits from their locality. They want to free themselves with the evil spirits this way. That is a kind of festival. I have already told you that it is a superstition, but that is a festival in the foreign countries. And in the spring, new birds of green, we see when all the leaves they have fallen on the ground, all there is no foliage, we see the new foliage or new birds of green on the tree once again. The rejuvenation we can see once again on the tree in the spring. So the tree, they resurrect again in the spring season. Stanza number 3. They are the first when days begun to touch the beams of morning sun. They are the last to hold the light when evening changes into night. So let's see what the poet says. When the sun rises in the sky early in the morning, at that time its beam comes down on the earth, and for the first time they touch the tree top. So the tree is the first who touches the beams of morning sun. And when evening changes into night, the trees get the touch of the evening light on them. So they are the last to hold the light. They can see the last beams of the light. So this way, the trees are very close to the nature, they are very close to the sun. Stanza number 4. And when a moon floats on the sky, they hum a drowsy lullaby. Of sleepy children long ago, trees are the kindest things I know. And when the moon appears in the sky, it is floating on the sky. And at that time, the trees, they wave here and there like this, as if they are humming a drowsy lullaby, making you sleep. Of sleepy children long ago, trees are the kindest things I know. Like the sleepy children, they also wave from here and there slowly, and as if they are singing the sleepy lullaby to make the nature sleep, to make the children sleep. So it is going on so many years ago and ago. And the poet says that the trees are the kindest things I know. I know that the trees are the kindest things. There is no one kinder than the trees. So the poet wants to say that the trees are a good thing for all of us. They are the gift givers to us. We are just receiver. The animals, the birds, the human beings, they should be grateful to the trees because they give everything. They work selflessly throughout their life. They do not demand anything, and that's why they are the kindest creature, kindest things on this earth. Here the poet wants to say that. If we go through the poem, we can see the adjectives. At first, let me show you the adjective in the first line. Kindest things. The kindest is an adjective. Second, third line, sleepy cows. Sleepy is also adjective. It gives more information about the cows. Then, in line number 8, and in the spring, new birds of green. Here we see new and green. These are the adjectives because they give more information about the birds. They qualify the noun birds. Again, in 10th line, morning sun. Morning, this word is also an adjective. It gives more information, important information about the sun. And in the 14th line, they hum a drowsy lullaby. Drowsy, that word qualifies the noun lullaby. So drowsy is also an adjective. And in the last, sleepy children, sleepy is an adjective. So we should learn about the trees because they are working selflessly. They work for all the nature, all the animals, all the birds and everything. They give fruit. The birds can gather on their boughs. They can construct their nest on the boughs. Sometimes the animals, they eat the leaves of the tree. Sometimes we make the medicines from the trees, barks and the roots of the tree. We also get the juicy and sweeter fruits from the tree. So the trees are beneficial to all of us. So the poet aptly said that the trees are the kindest things. And like this, there is no one on this earth who can serve to the nature like the trees. So the trees are the most important aspect of our life. So we should take care of the trees. And dear students, let's watch this video and enjoy it now.
The kindest things I know. The poet Harry Benn has wonderfully described all the qualities of a tree in his poem. He keeps on praising the tree by saying it to be the kindest thing he had ever seen on the earth. According to him, trees never harm anyone, but they only keep on growing to benefit others. They spread their shade for sleepy cows. They offer their branches to the birds to rest on them. The tree gives us fruits, leaves, and wood. Its leaves are also used to burn on Halloween, and when spring comes, it shows us the beautiful picture of new buds of green color. The poet says that they are the first to touch the beams of morning sun at the break of the day. And they are the last to hold the light at the time when evening changes into night. And when moon floats on the sky, they gently move with the breeze, humming a drowsy lullaby for children who are feeling sleepy so that they can sleep. Children, did you like the poem? Yes, ma'am, it's a very nice poem. Let's start with some question answers. How do trees serve birds and animals? Trees help the birds by providing them branches on which they can rest. They spread their shade for animals. What do trees offer the human beings? Trees give them fruits to eat and woods to build their houses. Which part of the trees glow first at sunrise? The leaves glow first at sunrise. What do trees do for small kids? They hum lullaby for small kids. Good answer, children.